But there's times when I'm working on a case for a while. Sometimes, especially the meth cases, the type of stuff I got to go through, the type of situations I put myself in, the places I go, the dangers that I put myself in. I know some people won't touch it. There's some interventionists that won't go there, but when I'm called to go down to Skid Row or like MacArthur Park over here in LA, where you can't, I mean, people on the streets, you don't know, you can't, they're unpredictably predictable.
Yeah.
You might have some dude just come up and stab you just because he doesn't like the way you look.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know when we're trying to go save a life, how much we're putting our own lives at risk.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that comes with it.
Yeah. And you know, man, like I've seen some, I mean, I've heard, I haven't watched personally.
Yeah.
But you know, you've told me of some stories of where you've gone and what you do recently.
Yeah.
And you know, myself being an interventionist, I'm like, man, I don't know if I'd probably pass that one off. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's not my jam, you know. Used to be.
Yeah.
But just, you know, yeah, hats off to you.
Thank you, man.
Hats off to you for that. That's bold. Now, it tells us that we can go to the most sordid places on the earth.
Yeah.
Safe and protected, as long as we're there to do God's work.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I'm not an interventionist that'll go track people down.
Yeah.
And you're that guy.
I am that
like,
guy.
You got, I don't have that in me.
No.
I admire it. I admire that.
I mean, I feel like sometimes I got to be a PI, you know, to be able to find the person. But I mean, who else would do it? And sometimes I won't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to take every single case, but if I know it's something that kind of comes as a challenge or something that I might want to try out, and I think that if my intuition says I think I might be able to get this one,
right,
I'll work my ass off until I do.
Another thing you're talking about is that, you know, like this one I'm going into tomorrow, I've never met this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm walking into.
Yeah.
You know, like he could, you know, you never know, you know, you just never know. So there is that little level of uneasiness that starts to come to me. I don't know how it does with anybody else, but for me, like I've got intervention rehearsal tonight. That's where we go over the letters, do the last minute planning, the last huddle before the big game. And then tomorrow is going to be the intervention. Usually it's about mid-afternoon because I do rehearsals at night. Mm-hmm. Usually it's about mid-afternoon. I start getting a little like, all right, this, you know, really anything can happen.
Yeah.
Even though my experiences tell me I'm just going to be just fine.
Yeah.
You just don't ever know.
Never know.
You know?
If someone is watching a family member in denial about their addiction, what's the first step they should take?